Yo, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. We back. Thank God for another week, man. Let's go and get this show cracking like we always do about this time. Let's hope we got the audio working right, man. But like I say, man, we like to welcome y'all to another week of the Frankenstein Oddcast podcast, man. It is going down, man. We got a special guest in the building, but at first, man, we like to welcome y'all as always. We like to welcome back all of the Oddcasters. The last show has been doing pretty good, man, and just want to thank y'all, man, from the bottom of my heart. As we venture off into these new, ways of doing the show and streaming and stuff like that, and talking about these TikToks and reactions and stuff like that, man, it's gonna be pretty dope. But tonight, we got my boy Quan in the building, man. I'm about to get ready to bring him up on stage, but before I do want to say that this show tonight is being brought to you by none other than TGO Apparel, man. Trap going off, man. Shout out my homeboy Trap Boy 100. He's been going crazy with the clothing. These jackets, y'all can see, you know what I'm saying? He been going crazy out there. He been having Sexy Red rocking the joint. Jay, Tony, all of the PRE over there, man. He just been doing this thing. Shout out to all the local trappers in Houston that's also rocking with my boy, man. I'm talking about this quality gear, man, for real. For, you know what I'm saying? Any player, a real trapper that's out there getting it in and doing their thing, man. Y'all already know what it is. But man, none other than that though, man. Want to bring up my boy UT Quan, man.
Oh,
what's happening, man? Oh, hold up, man. I hit the wrong button for you now. Hold on. I want to give you an applause for coming in, bro. Hey, man, like I say, UT Quan, I would say, to introduce yourself, but I'm going to introduce you for you. This is one of my partners, man, that I've been knowing for a good long while. As a matter of fact, we even working on some new stuff that in the studio, man, that is going to be, I'm talking it's going to knock y'all socks off, man. It's kind of like some hip-hop / alternative rock, man, but y'all can check out some of his other stuff. I'm going to give him enough time to tell y'all about that stuff too, though. But, man, he come through tonight, man, because what we do normally when we in the studio and after we get through working, man, we go to chopping it up on some of the wildest stuff, man. I'm talking about these conspiracies out here and just the state of the world. You know what I'm saying? It be wild out here. You know what I'm saying? And we just gonna chop it up, man. So can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. So hey, man, let the people know who you is and who you are for anybody that's trying to be prop out there right now. But just let the people know who you are, man, and where you from and what you about. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm UT Quan, you know what I'm saying? I'm on all platforms, man. I'm from straight H-Town, you know what I'm saying? From the north side part, right down away from Fifth Ward.
That part.
Shit, man. I mean, shit. I'm all about shit, the realism. You know what I'm saying? I'm all about fun and you know what I'm saying, just being connected to the positive. You know what I'm saying? More so not the negative.
Exactly. Well, that's why I rock with you, man, and stuff like that. Let them know how long you been doing the music thing, man. You know what I'm saying?
Shit. Like I started writing music at the age of like 11 and 12, but I ain't started like really making music until like 15 to 16. And then once I became 18, that's when I started making music with my boy Frank Nitty Supreme. You know what I'm saying?
Already, man. Y'all already know, man. If I didn't introduce myself, man, let me let y'all know it is your boy Frank Nitty Supreme in the building, aka Frankenstein, man. The host of this show. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
like he said, man, we've been working for a minute, man. pretty long time. And like I say, man, me and my boy, we chop it up on all kind of stuff, man. Advice, I give him advice on all kind of things, and shoot, he done gave me advice sometime. But what we gonna do, man, is like I say, I wanted to bring you on tonight specifically, man, to check out some of these TikToks, man, because I'll be liking your insight on some of this stuff, man. So,
Okay.
and that's what we're gonna be doing most of the time for some of the people that's first time checking in. Man, we're gonna bring in some guests, man, and then we're gonna, we're gonna check out some of these conspiracy theories out there and just see how this thing work out, chop it up, because sometimes just we needing people to bounce things off of, you know what I'm saying? So
Right.
hey, let's make this thing do what it do, man.
This is Queen Hanatawi. Taught through history, she was an Egyptian queen, when really she was a Nubian queen. There is a difference. Nubians have connections with America.
Inside the museum, Rosalie David found the sarcophagus of Henut Tawi, the Lady of the Two Lands.
The Lady of Two Lands, huh? I already know what two lands she's from. Let's keep going.
But Henut Tawi was said to come from a tomb reserved for the priests and priestesses of the god Amun in Thebes.
This was one of Amun's high priests. Amun was represented by the ram, which is native to North America. He also was a Nubian, not an Egyptian.
We've received results back from the tests on our mummy tissue samples, and 2 of the tissue samples and the 1 hair sample both have evidence of nicotine in them. And I'm really very surprised at this.
I don't know why you're surprised. Tobacco is derived from the leaves of genus Nicotiana, plant from the nightshade family, indigenous to North and South America. We know the truth now.
Now, I'm gonna speak on it right quick. What I've always noticed about, and people who've been watching the show, y'all done heard me say this before, but a lot of things that people think originate in Africa, in Africa overseas, actually is not over there. It actually is here. You know what I'm saying? Some kind of way in history we got it like reverse. Where it's like we tend to think that things over here were named after things over there, but what if that's the whole other way around? You know what I'm saying? Because that's what history is starting to show us, that, you know what I'm saying? Just like what they say, they're starting to find American things in these old, like, I believe we moved all the way around here, but I don't believe in the original story of how they put it, that, we were all just brought here from slave ships and all of that old kind of stuff. Like, this is a big land, and I just think, man, that some of us was already here. That's just how I look at it. What did you think about that?
I mean, like, I'm with you up on that one. I do believe we was already here. And some things, like, you know what I'm saying, it could be the opposite. Like, they telling us one thing, but really, you know what I'm saying, it's the other way around.
Yeah, because they done found pyramids. It's real like ancient pyramids over here in America.
Yeah, and see, I heard about that. That's why I'm like, man, they lied to us. They lied to us this whole entire time about, you know what I'm saying, how this shit really goes.
Ain't that crazy? It's like, you know what, but once you realize that, you like, okay, so why did they lie? That's the next question. You know what I'm saying? So, like, why did they lie? What was the benefits? Like, what would be wrong if we knew the truth? You know what I'm saying? And so you got to think,
trying to cover up.
Yes. What are we trying to see? If that unravels, then the whole story unravels. So basically, this story is upheld for some reason, man. But hey, we're gonna keep on flowing with this thing, man. But it get deep, man. It get deep. I'm trying to tell you.
For real.
Did y'all ever see this photo that NASA put out of Earth in 2015? Now look a little more closely. Now, before some of you tell me that I'm making this up, I got this directly from NASA's website, and it's still there. I'm sure it's just a coincidence.
Hey, so what do you think about that? Like, did you see, just in case y'all didn't see what was going on?
I didn't see.
Okay, well, I'm gonna tell you what was going on. There was some clouds, right? Out of all of those clouds that you seen up there, right? There was actually a set of clouds that looked like it said SEX, like it said sex in the clouds. And he actually flipped the picture over so you can see that. So when y'all look at this and y'all looking at this and y'all want to rewind it back or whatever, like you'll see that there was a cloud formation that looked like it spelled out the words SEX, right? Now that was on the old picture. And then he say all of these years later, they supposed to took another picture, right? Like, okay, this is like we took this picture of Earth 40 years ago, and now this is what it looks like 40 years from that time we took that picture, right? And the clouds that look like it said sex is still there. Well, we know that the clouds is supposed to be moving around and changing different things. We ain't even gonna get it. I mean, even the just the fact that it said sex, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But that ain't nothing but proof to just go further if you didn't want to just stand on that platform too long to go into the fact that, okay, why is that same formation still in that picture in the same space that it was on the Earth when they supposed to took the picture a long time ago and to the future right now?
Right.
It don't make no sense, right?
It's either they making it up, like they, you know what I'm saying?
I heard no picture. I've heard this. Now I don't know. You got to do your research, man, because that's one thing I always tell people about these conspiracy theories. Don't let them drive you crazy. You know what I'm saying? Do your research and figure out what you can figure out, but don't go overboard with it. But at the same time, this is definitely proof of what I say when I hear people say that, you know, the Earth, that the Earth, those pictures have never been real. You know what I'm saying? That those pictures have always been doctored up. So it's just a little bit proof to saying that it is. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna keep on moving.
Something really strange going on here, and if something ends up happening to me, I just hope that this video can maybe explain it. Okay, so I have these two mirrors in my room. As you can see, they're pretty normal looking mirrors, but I was cleaning and I had them kind of set up like this, and I noticed something really weird. Just watch. See, when you look through the mirror into the other one, it becomes like a window. And there's this huge warehouse grocery store or something down there. But wait, it gets even crazier. Watch this. Right after the moment of truth. 3, 2, 1. Whoa. What the hell? What is this place? Hello? How far does it go? Oh shit.
What you think about that, bro?
Bro, you see, I had to like blunt up on that shit.
So do you believe it? I ain't gonna lie, that one now I kind of was going with it in the beginning, right? But as she started to show, like even when she first showed the back, like what it looked like the back rooms. Have you ever heard of the back rooms?
Yeah, kind of. I think you showed me about that.
Yeah, it's like a phenomenon where people was like, it was like multiple people doing it, but it was like the back rooms looked like a place where it was just these open spaces and that led to these crazy rooms, and it kind of looked just like what that place just looked like, that the grocery store. Now when she jumped into the mirror and actually went into that area, that didn't look real at all. You know what I'm saying? I was with her at first about, because I do believe that mirrors is wild, and the only reason why I say that is because we've been hearing since, since I was young, that people used to cover up mirrors. Like if somebody passed away, they would be like, hey, you got to cover up all the mirrors in the house and all of this kind of stuff, right? So it kind of made you think like, okay, it's got to be something up with mirrors. And so I don't know I don't know everything about this subject though, but I am interested. I'm interested, but that video particularly didn't look real.
And she put one mirror against another mirror. That just it got me kind of thinking like, man, do I
You gonna try it?
Just to see if it's real?
I might. I don't know. We'll see, man. I don't know.
That was crazy, though. That was crazy. She had me.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. In the beginning, she had me, like I said, until she jumped all the way into the place herself. That's when it started looking a little CGI or green screenish or whatever you want to call it. But we're gonna keep on moving in this thing. That was crazy though.
The beetles in ancient Egypt, they're like super sacred. You know, in the hieroglyphics, one of them is a beetle. And the importance is not why we think it is. That beetle symbol is really important because it might solve the creation of the pyramids.
Why? How?
This is where it gets wild.
Yeah.
In Russia, there's this scientist. He studies bugs. And one of the bugs he was studying was a beetle that he could find out in Egypt and out in like Africa. He was looking at it one day. He was examining the wings. He noticed when the beetles fly, it's almost as if like they hover. When he was examining it, the wing touched the other wing and it fell off like right away, almost like a magnet would. Whoa. It would go on top and then boom, you know what I mean? Like boom, come off. What he did, he collected a whole bunch of these beetles and he created the wings a board. He was able to make almost like a hovering surface.
What?
Okay, so did you get that?
So what? He took off some of the beetles' wings that have come off.
Yeah, he had to take out a whole lot of beetles to do that, man. R.I.P. to them beetles, but yeah, he took a lot of the beetles' wings, right, and put them up under something, and it started to hover. Like these wings had some kind of magnetism to them that wouldn't allow them to, that allowed them to levitate like that. And I've heard this before. Golly, I can't think of the castle that's out there in Coral Castle. I want to say it's Coral Castle that's in Florida. If y'all look that up, or if y'all interested, man, look that up. The Coral Castle is it's a dude, right, that he built some stuff that kind of look like how can I put it? He built it's like real big giant stone carvings and stuff that's like that really no one person can build, right? But he built this. He built it himself. And he dedicated to the woman who he loved at that time. And he built Coral Castle, like dedicated it to her. And these things, they say he built this by himself, bro, but you can't, the stuff that he had to have lifted, how big those stones was that he erected, like it's impossible for one person to do it, but he did it by himself. And they say he knew the secret to the building of the pyramids and all of that stuff. And I was like, yo, that's kind of what this kind of like kind of reminds me of, like these techniques, because some kind of way these stones had to be made weightless for them to be able to move them like they move them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just another, what they call that, another I can't think of the word right now, but it's just another mystery. We just say that right now. It's another mystery added on to how did they actually build, you know what I'm saying, the pyramids.
And that right there, I think it's gonna. I mean, we getting closer. I feel like we gonna get closer to finding out how that happened. But we know it wasn't done by us. That's how I feel. It wasn't done by us.
When you say us, what do you mean by that?
Like us is
and humans. You don't think man built the pyramids?
Not man.
I believe we did. I think we did. I think we just don't know the technology.
You wait, say it again. You say we just don't know the what?
The technology.
And that right there, that's why I'm saying we didn't do it by ourselves. We had to have help. We had to have help to do that. Just like you said,
I think it's lost technology. I think a lot of the stuff, the things that they use to cut, carve, and do all kind of stuff, like it's lost technology. Like some kind of way they made us believe that people back in those times were not as smart as we are today, when that's totally backwards. There's a lot of lost knowledge, you know what I'm saying? So that's just how it is. Like we discovering things, and I don't even know if we even understand. Like we out here, we discovering things that have already been done. There's nothing new under the sun. You know what I'm saying? We still trying to figure out how did they cut those stones and like get them to fit so perfectly like that, bro. Like that's some stuff that even the equipment that we got today, they can't even do. But
yep, for real.
Yeah. But like I say, y'all do y'all research on that, man. But that's still dope, though. If those wings was able to do that, then maybe that's why they had them tatted and pressed up all over everywhere. Like, you know, if you look at it, that beetle is everywhere. But we can go even deeper with that, but we're not gonna do that right now. We're gonna keep on moving. But yeah, that beetle, it gets deep, man. To my top of your head deep.
Check this out, you guys. So the world's first fully AI-powered restaurant just opened up in Southern California. Check this out.
Well, the robots have officially entered the workforce, at least in Pasadena, California. That's where the world's first fully autonomous AI-powered restaurant has opened, complete with burger-flipping bots. Our Joy Benedict shows us what it's like.
Didn't look too happy.
Flippy the chef makes Spud spectacular. This automated grill gives the meat its sizzle as this restaurant goes robotic.
For this burger, it will take about 120 seconds.
Cali Express by Flippy is the world's first AI-powered eatery. There's new technology outside the kitchen, too. A cheeseburger. Order kiosks use facial recognition to remember you, your favorite food, and how you like to pay. Then watch the robots work. No humans required.
We can't get enough people to come out to work on fryers and grills. They're dangerous jobs. And this automation helps solve a lot of those issues.
62% of restaurants report being understaffed. Industry experts say most of those unfilled jobs could be done by robots. And in California, where the minimum wage for most fast food workers will soon be $20 an hour, fewer workers equals cost savings. Dan Ives is with Wedbush Securities, a wealth management firm.
Once the minimum wage went to 20, that's the bell going off. More and more focus on spending on AI. Because look, that's inflationary. That's the problem. You can't necessarily pass all that to the consumer.
Flippy can cook 250 pounds of French fries an hour. The burger bot, 100 patties.
These restaurants are very, very busy at peak times, and every second that gets added to somebody waiting in the drive-thru is a lost revenue opportunity for that restaurant.
Is it costing people their jobs?
That's not what we've seen. It's really here to help people.
Humans at Cali Express will put the finishing touches on orders. For customers, the price of the meals are competitive. As for taste,
Is it going to affect the quality and the taste?
I would say yes, in a good way, because now each burger is being cooked precisely the same way every time.
time will tell whether AI takes over kitchens everywhere. That will be up to the public to chew on.
That will be up to the public to chew on? And is it just me, or did it seem like they all wanted AI to take over? That wasn't just me, right? It seemed like they were all for AI. They were rubbing it in our faces. And, hold up. I thought food was made with love. Isn't it better? Are robots capable of love? Huh? Are they capable of making the food with love? Ask yourself that. That's crazy, y'all. And this is in Pasadena, California. California is having hell of a year so far, y'all. Congratulations. I think you guys are definitely in the beginning of the year, you guys got it. That's for sure. Let me know what you guys think about this video. This video is strictly for entertainment purposes only. I am only raising awareness to interesting situations during this interesting times. Like, comment, and share for more videos like this. Thank you for tuning to my frequency. You already know what to do, y'all. Keep up with me on my other accounts, especially on my YouTube, where I go deeper on the esoteric level of these topics at hand. Let's get this shift. Peace in.
Okay, first and foremost, what's wild about what he just said, I gotta speak on the fact that he said about the love part. Like, ain't food supposed to be made with love? Well, I don't think too much food that's being made in fast food is being made with love. You know what I'm saying? I think people, no bullshit. I think people who work in fast food be kind of like on some, like, it doesn't matter, like, hey, let me just get this burger out to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I feel. So the first and foremost, I'm not expecting love from the fast food place, but I will say this though. When you do get, there is sometimes you can tell somebody put that love on that burger though. Like, you done been the Water Burger somewhere, you know what I'm saying? And you get that burger and you like, yo, like, this is some artesian shit right here. Like this motherfucker is put together nicely. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can tell motherfucker took the time and put it together like how they do on the commercials and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But all jokes aside though, AI working, like I'm recalling, I'm going back to certain points that I heard, and I heard him say something about, you know, the fries and the grill being dangerous jobs. I've never worked in fast food, but I don't know if those are looked at as being dangerous jobs. I mean, I'm pretty sure you can get burnt. I know that grease is serious, you know what I'm saying? So if you do have less people, and this is the question I want to ask you. If you do have less people, right, wanting less people turning up for these jobs, then, like, ain't it right for them to get AI up in there so they can keep this business running or whatever? You know what I'm saying? If people not wanting to do these jobs anymore, because I remember at one time they used to say, like, okay, yeah, AI gonna take all the jobs, but it doesn't look like it's taking the jobs. It's doing the jobs that people don't want to do. Am I right?
Yeah, in a sense. But like, you heard what it said, $20 an hour just to be doing it. That's real good. And if people, you got some people that don't want to do the job, and you got some people that do want to do the job. What about them? You know what I'm saying? Sooner or later, a company can just be like, well, fuck it, we don't even need these people. We can just run the whole operation AI. And because think about it, the AI ain't gonna complain about what they want to get paid. We can just run.
And the only paying that you paying the AI is maintenance for the maintenance of the robot or whatever it takes to keep the robot running. Well, at the end of the day, you know, business is business. You know what I'm saying? And if it's better, if it's good for your business to survive by using AI, then I would say, hey, go for it, because it's about the survival of your business. You get what I'm saying? But at the same time, I feel what people be on too. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, these jobs start getting taken from people, and people start to worry. This kind of puts fear in people when they start hearing about, AI and the robots taking over. This is the stuff we hear about with Terminator and all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I understand, man. I understand where they coming from with that. Let's keep that shit.
They told you pretending is fake, but pretending is actually the way that you create your reality. It's actually the key to changing your reality. Now, pretend is made from two words: pre, which means before, and tend, which comes from the Latin word tendere, which means to grasp or to claim. Pretending is what you do before claiming the reality or the desire that you want. Before you manifest something, you have to be it, operating from it in frequency, thought, emotion, and attention. To claim or to grasp the reality that you want is all about how you operate before. To become, you must first be. They told you that pretending is childish to get you out of your creativity. You need to start pretending again, because that's how you raise your vibration and actually calibrate yourself to the frequency that you want.
Now, I've told people this before. It came to me one day. Like, I didn't read this. It just came to me one day, and it was just common sense. I feel like it's common sense. Like, when you kind of realize that one of the tricks that were played on you as a grown up, you know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of things get done like years ahead. Like I believe that we were told when we were kids that a lot of things was imaginary, and that, you know what I'm saying, a lot of things was imaginary, and uh this is the fairy tales, and this is all for play, and this is make believe, because they were going to eventually tell you that as a grown up that that you had to put those childish things away, when the whole time that was really how you should be operating in life. You know what I'm saying? Like, that your imagination is one of your weapons. You know what I'm saying? It's one of your most powerful things that you have as a human being. I said it on shows prior, but yeah, your imagination is powerful, bro. And like I say, as a child, or as a young person, you're told that stuff doesn't that stuff is play. It's toys. You know what I'm saying? Do with this as a child, but when you grow up, you become a teenager or whatever, then you put that stuff to the side, when that was actually your greatest power. Because I guarantee you, each one of us has a story about how we imagine getting this certain toy for Christmas, and depending on um how hard you imagine that, if it actually manifested in your life for real. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't when Grand Theft Auto San Andreas came out, you know what I'm saying? I imagine that, and shit, I got it, man. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, see, and still to this day, us as grown-ups, we know the things that we focus on the hardest are the things we manifest. That's why fear is so important. You know what I'm saying? And the mastery, if getting over fear, because fear is also, one of those things that attract things to your life too. You know what I'm saying? Because fear is a powerful energy. We got to realize, out of all the emotions, which is energy in motion, um, that fear is one of the powerful ones, that we got to get that fear up out of us, man. But we're gonna keep on moving.
Remove the word coincidence from your vocabulary. There are only synchronicities. Now, coincidences are only coincidences to those who do not have the ability to link their reality to their consciousness. But for those of you who do have that ability, you will realize that each and every encounter that you have within this illusionary physical plane is a remnant or revolves around your consciousness to a degree. And once you step into the idea that each and every aspect of your reality is a synchronicity, then you collapse this kind of disassociation of metaphysical responsibility that we have, and you take up that metaphysical responsibility, which only empowers you.
So what you get from that? Could you hear it?
I can hear it a little bit, but he damn near lost me.
Oh, okay. Basically, what he was talking about was like it's kind of leaning towards the first thing. It's about your consciousness and like realizing like the importance of your the power that's in your consciousness. You know what I'm saying? Like it's one of those things where like I'm pretty sure if y'all got lost too, y'all can rewind the video if y'all want to, but we're not gonna rewind it here. But if y'all want to go back and check it out. But one thing that I got from it is about the power of your consciousness and how you can bring certain things into your consciousness. Like it's almost like what I was just saying before the video even came on. You know what I'm saying? Like being able to understand it, what your focus is on, like how you manifest things in your life, man. Like so many things are brought to us because of what these two eyes, not the mind's eye, but these two eyes that's in front of us. What these eyes see, you know, sometimes we bring it into our life. I even read one time in the Bible where it said something about that even if your eyes caused you to sin or to go astray in some kind of way, that you would be best to just pluck your eyes out. You know what I'm saying? And what I look at that as is that meaning like your conscious. Like if your conscious is leading you astray, like you better off than just changing your whole. I mean, not I said that wrong. If these two eyes is leading you astray, you're better off than changing your conscious, that third eye. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that it's a lot of people get scared when you bring up that third eye, but we use that third eye all the time. You know what I'm saying? It's that eye that when you close both of these eyes in the front, that other eye that opens up, that other eye that starts to animate and show you different things. That pineal gland, you know what I'm saying? It's a powerful thing, and some of y'all are out there in this world being manipulated through these eyes, which is making you believe certain things that manipulates that mind's eye. Y'all can take with that what you want, but hey, it's deep like that, man. We're gonna keep on moving.
For real.
In this video, Bashar speaks about how to never feel fear again. Check this out. Let me know what you think in the comments below.
All emotions, including fear, are generated from something you believe to be true or define to be true first. Emotions cannot exist in a vacuum by themselves. They are always the product of something you've been taught to believe to be true. So if you experience fear, what that means is somewhere unconsciously, perhaps most likely, you're holding on to a belief, a definition that is out of alignment with your true self, and the fear is the energetic result of resistance to the natural self by holding on to a belief that's out of alignment with your true vibration, your core frequency. You can recognize that and use fear constructively to, let's say, reverse engineer the situation. By recognizing that you have the emotion, the first thing that would tell you is that means you must have a belief that's generating it. So the first logical question is, what would I have to believe is true about myself in this circumstance in order to feel what I'm feeling? That will begin the process of investigating to discover consciously what the belief is, so that when you can identify it and see that it makes no sense, that it doesn't belong to you, that it's out of alignment with you, then you have let it go. You can make fear your friend in the sense of saying that it is like someone knocking on your door and getting louder and louder and louder and louder to let you know that there is a belief there that you don't prefer. So you can say, well, thank you, fear, for bringing that to my attention, something I was unaware of within myself that I don't prefer. So now you've given me the opportunity to identify it and let it go. So thank you, fear, you've done your job. And that's how you make fear your friend. And as soon as you do that, you won't be afraid anymore. If you keep feeling the fear, you haven't found the core belief. Keep digging. It will always be the result of some belief or definition you've bought into. And once you let it go, there will be no reason to feel the fear because there will be no belief to generate it.
What you get out of that?
So, if I'm walking down the street and I see a bad dog finna get at me, I shouldn't be scared. I should, like address the problem.
Oh, that's a good one. Okay. According to what he said, because he said what you should do is always address the how can I put it? The seed pretty much of the fear. You know what I'm saying? What causes that fear? So you've been chased by dogs, you've been bit by a dog, I guess. So that would make you be like, hold up, man. You know what I'm saying? I have fear of these dogs. Well, I believe in the physical right then and there at that moment, you might not have a chance to address that in the moment just because of we know the nature of dogs and we know the nature of how dogs can act too if they sense fear on you. So that's like one of them things you're going to have to check out later. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to be like, hey, I got to get out of here now, but I can address this fear part of it later. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I can find out who this dog belonged to, or maybe I can go to the ASPCA, I can go pet some dogs. You know what I'm saying? Some kind of way to get this when it's more adequate for you to do it, but you wouldn't be able to do it in that moment. You got to get on. But what he's saying is, which is pretty dope, it's like using fear as like taking fear and making fear work for you. You know what I'm saying? Making fear like understanding energy and emotion and how that stuff works. You know what I'm saying? Like I was just saying, energy and motion, understanding that fear, if you feeling it, it's got to be coming from somewhere. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be coming from somewhere. It's got to be coming, it's got to be conjured from somewhere. And sometimes if you look at it like that, not sometimes, all the time, if you look at it like that, you're able to use fear as one of those things that that, like I say, as a barometer, if I'm making sense, or as a search, or like a lighthouse. It illuminates what's going on out there, and you able to say, okay, boom. Okay, so this is what I'm scared of. This is what triggers this. Especially people who have anxiety attacks and stuff like this. This is probably real good information for them, because you want to get down to, like, when you start having an anxiety attack, and I know people who have anxiety attacks. Sometimes, boy, they don't want you to tell them nothing. But I'm just trying to say, with all due respect, sometimes if you just dig a little deep, do a little work. Sometimes it's shadow work, but sometimes if you do a little work to find out what's triggering that anxiety attack, you know what I'm saying? You'll do better off for yourself, because sometimes an anxiety attack is the extreme of you, like, sometimes not wanting to face a problem. Sometimes facing the problem is what made you have the anxiety attack in the first place. You know what I'm saying? So got to put them big boy drawers on, the big girl drawers on, pause or whatever, however you want to look at that. But you got to put that on and do your thing and confront these things, man. That's that shadow work, because if you don't, nobody else is going to do it for you, and you're going to have these problems all the time. All the time, bro. Let's keep this thing moving.
One of the biggest lies in the world is the meaning of God. You know what I mean? But God, man, we believe that it's a mystery. But if you break the word down, God is a Greek word. Goma Ars Bar. Goma means wisdom, which is the manifestation of knowledge, just like our body is the manifestation to our mind. Ars means strength, which a physical being produces strength. Beauty, Dubar, beauty. That's something you see. So wisdom, strength, and beauty. That's the meaning of God. Goma Ars G-O-D. That was a term that the Greeks made. So that means it's a physical word. Wisdom, strength, and beauty. So I think that's one of the biggest misconceptions on, something that's very important. And that very misconception has the whole world a little bit confused of what they should do and what they should be doing,
Okay, that was pretty dope. That's pretty
Yeah,
dope,
it
man. Shout out
was.
Rakim. I totally agree with that. I've heard that in places before, you know what I'm saying, before I heard it here. Wisdom, strength, and beauty, you know what I'm saying? Like that's all of that is God, you know what I'm saying? Like I can't disagree with that. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, me personally, I've done my research, I've seen where that pops up in other places too. But hey, y'all do y'all research out there and you will see it too, man. You will come to the light. But what did you think about that?
Nah, that was dope. How you put that? Like, I totally agree. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything what he said, beauty. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Kind of makes you think like now you know what the mission is. Wisdom,
yo,
strength, beauty. Like these are all things, and like it's crazy, but those are all the things that you would need in like say building. But see, hey, I might be getting too deep for y'all right there, but yeah. We're gonna keep on moving.
they're gonna be like, hold on, what you mean?
All right, let's talk about conspiracy theories. I need to stop giving conspiracy theories all y'all energy. Believe it or not, conspiracies are a distraction itself. You don't need to know the actual shape of the earth to reach your higher self. Why are you researching, digging into flat earth theories and all this shit when that doesn't mean anything? Yeah, we've been lied to, but that's all you have to know is we've been lied to. The reason why I started my page giving y'all conspiracy theories is to wake y'all up to see that this world is not what it is. You needed to learn the basic shit to understand the spiritual shit, because everything connects. Once you understand, you don't have to go back into conspiracy theories and look into that. None of that shit matters. That's just take you away from your spiritual journey. You can be researching spiritual shit. See, a lot of y'all wouldn't understand the spiritual shit if I didn't tell y'all about the Illuminati and the elites at first. Conscious levels to everything. That's why I stopped talking about this shit, because now I'm just giving you all spiritual knowledge to help y'all reach your higher self. You need to know about the Illuminati and if this person is a clone or not. None of that shit matters. And a lot of y'all is getting too carried away with conspiracy theories. Actual conspiracy theories. The shit that I tell y'all is labeled conspiracy, but I actually give y'all proof to back it up. Y'all just fill y'all mind with so much conspiracy theories, y'all think everything is a conspiracy. That shit is coming from me. That's why we looked at so bad. Everybody hates this side of TikTok. This whole woke community is just looked at crazy because of all these people that just spitting out nonsense. Y'all can just think somebody look different or sound different, then make a video talking about this person is a clone without any proof. And now for the people who didn't understand your videos, it's gonna look at the whole entire woke community as they did you, because you didn't give enough proof and back up what you said. So now when they hear about somebody being a clone or something, they're gonna think, oh, here they go. So it's better to just stop focusing on conspiracies. Focus on what really matters. I love y'all.
Man, I think that's super dope, man. And when I came across this video, I said, man, this would be perfect for the channel because, we do got a lot of people out here, man, that's kind of in this community, man. And what I look at this community as, me personally, is a community of like-minded individuals that understand, the seriousness and the spirituality of this thing, but also understand that there's, we have to leave room for a little bit of fun in this thing. You know what I'm saying? Meaning, you have to you have to do your own research, but you can't have a channel on here, right? Posting some of this stuff, and it's just how I feel. Posting some of this stuff and then, not telling people to do their own research or give people the way to go and do their own research, or give them some kind of direction. Because, man, one thing for me personally, and I understood this myself. I used to get, just like how I used to tell you a lot of stuff, man. I used to enlighten a lot of people on a whole lot of situations and things in life as I seen it, ever since elementary school. Some people, have actually told me in my life that, meeting me at a young age was either the best or the worst thing that could have ever happened to them. No bullshit. I'm dead serious, bro. They would be like, bro, just meet you. They say I open their minds up to stuff too early. You know what I'm saying? And what I learned is there is a lot of conspiracy theories, but see, conspiracy theory, and even before even the young guy that was just up here, probably before he was even born. See, what we got to realize is that conspiracy theory is already been chalked up to look as if it's something crazy. You know what I'm saying? Soon as somebody say, "Hey, man, this is a conspiracy theory," you automatically gonna look crazy. There was a movie that came out back in the day with Mel Gibson called Conspiracy Theory, and he was a dude in the movie who was wearing tinfoil hats and just believing anything and all kind of crazy stuff, and everybody looked at him like he was crazy. And by the end of the movie, I think everybody's mind kind of changed. But anyway, it was always designed to where whenever those two words were put together, conspiracy theory, that whatever you was talking about was automatically meant to look crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not, but some of these things are real spiritual truths that are being, I hope I said that right, spiritual truths that are being opened up, and people are being enlightened in this time. So just because these truths are coming out, they can't be looked at as, how can I put it? They can't be looked at as all being conspiracy theories, because some of this stuff is real. It's just was hidden for so long, and some people are waking up to it, and it's like throwing their whole conscience off. That's why I named this one TikTok Conspiracies, that will rattle your consciousness, because these things that we learning, the serious ones, man, it's gonna reshape your mind. It's gonna show you that the world that you've been living in this whole time is not what you think. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be no, it's not what you thought it was, man. It's like the wool has been pulled over your eyes. And ever since 2020, I was telling my dad this the other day, but I say, man, ever since 2020, man, we've been living in like real revelation. And sometimes we got to look at what the root word is to reveal. You know what I'm saying? And so a lot of this stuff is being revealed to us, which is like the veil is being lifted off a lot of people's eyes right now. And some of this stuff is blowing people's minds. Like, one thing, and I do want to say this, back to what I was saying about me opening people's minds when I was young, right? Certain people wasn't ready for that. And I learned that. So I do want to say this to the conscious community out there. Like, you do have to be sensitive. And if y'all people who out there who clicking and going on YouTube, searching and looking for these videos, man, be prepared, man. Be prepared to do your research. Be prepared to have your mind and your conscience reconstructed for the positive, for the good, not to put you in a state of chaos or in a state of paranoia, but these things are built to put you in a state of supreme consciousness. To help you move forward, to help your family move forward, to help you see this place for what it really is, to be able to get yours, you know what I'm saying? And not only get yours, to be able to receive yours, because there are a lot of things that are already here for you. You just don't know how to receive them, physically and spiritually. Like, this thing is deep, man. But like I said, man, it's definitely been a good show. We're gonna continue to do this thing, man. Like I say, I wanna definitely appreciate you, Quan, for coming on, man, and checking out some of these TikToks with us, bro. We definitely gonna have you back because we're gonna present a song, man. As soon as we get everything right on it and everything, we pretty much done with the mixing and the mastering and stuff like that. But when we drop this song, man, I'm telling you, this might have to be the intro of the show for a little bit, for a little while, because this is the jam, man. When I say we got one, man, we got one. It's gonna put a plaque on the wall right there in that empty space up there at the top. But other than that, though, like I say, my bro, man, I appreciate you coming through. Definitely appreciate TGO, man, Trap Going Off, man, for sponsoring the show. Everything is everything. Y'all already know it, man. I hope that y'all continue and move along in your spirituality and you know what I'm saying, the rebuilding of your consciousness to where when you do understand that everything is everything, man, it is so deep, man. It is such a deep, profound statement. Other than that, though, man, if it's anything, hold on, let me see if I want to give. Oh yeah, I want to give a shout out to all of the podcasters that check us out, man. Everybody that checked out the last show, everybody that left a comment. I'm sorry I didn't get to check out some of the comments. As a matter of fact, oh yeah, we had Ned. Oh yeah, we had Maddie on here. Shout out that boy. Shout out Lance, man. Champagne popping all the time, man. We had Crow on here. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, the next time, man, we you know who that was?
Okay, no, I don't know who that was.
I thought,
okay,
yeah, I thought you knew who it was, but that was from YouTube. But man, it's so dope, man, to be doing a show like this because, like I say, I feel like we get to like really interact with the fans more. The next show, man, we'll actually get a chance to read out some of y'all comments during the show or whatever. But like I say, we getting out a few a little rust, you know what I'm saying, because we took that little hiatus. But hey, it's on and popping, man. I'm super excited. Shout out to the Texans out there, man, and all the Texans Twitter. And man, we'll be coming back real soon, sooner than you think. You know what I'm saying? We'll be trying to do this like 3 times a week. So y'all already know what it is, man. And let's see if it's anything, Quan, you want to say before you get out.
Hey man, y'all better stay tuned for this new shit coming in. Cause if you ain't know now, you better know, cause you will be lost in the motherfucking sauce.
Hey, y'all already know, man. Y'all already know, man. UT Quan is in the building, man. And we will see y'all boys, man, real soon. I ain't know that boy was gonna drop out of there that fast, man. But hey, much love, man. Much love to H-Town, Texas, the whole United States, man. We doing our thing, man. Let's do it. Let's keep on doing it. Damn, wrong button, y'all. Y'all know what it is, though, man. It's your boy Frank. This time, man. It is the Frankenstein Podcast. Let's make it do what it do.